And a good afternoon, YouTube. This is Agent of Hydra and Hail Hydra.
If they cut off one head, two more shall take its place. Hail Hydra.
So today here at, well, the Hydra Talk Show, and maybe I'm just going to call it the Hydra Talk Show because it's so fun. Today we're going to talk about Black Panther. Now, Black Panther is one of the movies in the MCU that's coming up that I'm really excited about, because we've never really seen Black Panther much. Well, we've never seen him in a movie outside of his televised appearances, which made me fall in love with the character even more. It's a great character, greatly developed, and it's been around for so long. But the thing we're going to talk about today is, of course, very close to my heart. It's the villain and the rumors that have been going around it. Because even for its long stint in the comics, Black Panther doesn't have a notable rogues gallery. It does have a few very big enemies, but nothing short comes off as very big villains. So today we're going to talk about it. And we're going about for the recent rumor that Michael B. Jordan from the Fantastic Four reboot is going to play, apparently, a villain in the movie. Now we are going to start with our thoughts, with my thoughts about it. So this is going to have to be spoilers and my personal opinion. So if you don't like either spoilers or my personal opinion, then I suggest you leave now. Ready? Okay, let's go. Well, first things first, I don't want Michael B. Jordan to play a villain. I don't think he looks fit enough to be a villain. Granted, I've only really seen him in Fantastic Four, so basically my opinion is very, very short-sighted and very biased. But to me, he doesn't have the face for to be a villain. He doesn't feel like a villainous character. Not compared to actors like Mads Mikkelsen or Mark Strong, really notable villain actors who've done great jobs. It's just like it feels to me like the whole Tom Hiddleston James Bond thing. Tom Hiddleston doesn't feel fit for me to play James Bond, mostly because he's still a bit too young, younger than I would imagine Bond to be. And like that, Michael B. Jordan doesn't feel like a villain. Granted, I could be wrong. I mean, with Aaron Paul, I didn't think he couldn't play anything else but a douchey bro type of guy from like he does in Breaking Bad. So granted, I could be wrong about it. My opinion is very, like I said, it's very biased and it's very short-sighted, mostly because I haven't seen Michael B. Jordan in anything else but Fantastic Four. And yes, I enjoyed that movie. Deal with it. But now we'll talk about, I don't think he is a villain. I'm personally hoping that he's going to play either another character. My biggest, speculation at this point is that he will be advisor to T'Challa. I don't know. I think it was Wakabi. I think that was the character's name. I did a fan cast and cast him as that. But in case that isn't the case, I don't think he can really fit the villain. He doesn't feel like a villain to me. He can't be young T'Challa either, because like him and Chadwick Boseman are really close in age. Not super close, but they are quite close. Michael B. Jordan is like 30 and Chadwick Boseman is almost in his late 30s. So really, him playing young T'Challa isn't really an option in my eyes. But let's talk about the villains and the possibilities for a villain. Now, the main rumor that has been going around is that, of course, we will first see Andy Serkis with as Ulysses Claw. I think this is true, because mostly Claw is Black Panther's arch enemy, so of course he will return. But that's not really the issue, and I think that we will get a confirmation sooner or later that Andy Serkis will be in the movie. But he is, of course, also busy filming Star Wars. But I suppose he can make time for a reappearance in Black Panther. This is most notably because, well, Andy Serkis is the master of motion capture, so we might see Claw's sound form sooner or later. Maybe not in this movie, but very soon. We'll at least see the sonic device because he lost his arm in Age of Ultron. But that being said, I think we will also, of course, have a villain closer to home for T'Challa. I mean, one of the biggest rumors that going around is that it will be M'Baku the man-ape. Now, man-ape I think is really the most logical choice. My personal preference will go out to Eric Killmonger, but I wouldn't mind if they saved Eric Killmonger as the villain for the sequel. Because I'd rather have to wait for Killmonger I would rather have to wait for Killmonger and then he'd be done right in the movie, instead that if he just appears in the first movie and we'll never see him again after that, because it's reset. There are also rumors about High Priest Akabe of Ashibe, I'm not really sure how I pronounce it, that he will be a villain. I think that definitely could be an extra villain, and Marvel, if you're listening, cast Tony Todd as the character, he would just fit so great. But aside from that, I think, the most likely options that are going to be the villains are either M'Baku the man-ape and Eric Killmonger. Neither of which I feel Michael B. Jordan is really fit to play. I don't think he's fit to play any other characters. But of course, you have also a different set of villains that you could use. You could have White Wolf, the adopted brother of T'Challa, but that would immediately pose a few problems. One, Michael B. Jordan isn't Caucasian, which is what White Wolf is, and and the adoptive brother thing has been done to death already in the Marvel universe. So I don't think they're keen on repeating this. That another person really noted that it could be T'Challa's half-brother Jakara, but I don't think that's true either. Mostly because he's a very minor villain, and I just personally don't want him to be. I want to see either M'Baku or Killmonger. Killmonger more, but I would go with M'Baku because it's still a really awesome character. Another option that they could go for is Moses Magnum, but I think that could be a character that Michael B. Jordan could be playing. Although I'm not certain. I really hope they would either go with Killmonger or M'Baku. So, in this conclusion, I really hope that the rumors are false and that Michael B. Jordan isn't going to play villain because he isn't just doesn't seem fit for the role. If you think otherwise, please let me know because I love to hear your opinions and what you think of it. Once again, my opinion is very biased and very short-sighted. So, of course, my mind is fit to change. Maybe when I see it, I'll think, yeah, he can be a great villain. But that's up to me. So here are the questions. Which villain do you want to see in the Black Panther movie? And also, if Michael B. Jordan is going to play a villain, which villain would you like him to be? So, with all that said, thank you for watching to the Hydra Talk Show. And as always, Hail Hydra.